quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Many are called, you are chosen. The time is now.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sucker. Let's get it on.
It's your girl, Nikki D.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
DJ Machiavelli.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
It's your girl, Kimmy Nicole.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
I said, do we have a talent?
And Saga Boss, determined to take over on IBNXradio.com.
Wow! See?
It just came off the dome.
No, but see, this is what I don't like. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is what I don't like. I don't like the fact that people are expecting me to say that. I thought it, but I was like, but no, he had his 10 friends.
10 friends in the beer.
All that money just bought him a nice big old house, allegedly. You know, that's my favorite word. I wasn't there. I didn't see him buy it.
3.7
Right.
million? 357 million.
That's how much the house was?
You know how much you want or something?
Oh, he won 357 million, and he bought 357 8 balls or something.
What?
He OD. He's gone. All that money. He should have bought a casket, not the house. You knew what you was about to do. Why waste the money in the house? Go buy a casket, a couple thousand,
I mean,
and put it on hold. Like, y'all hold that till I get that. Like, I'm just saying.
who's a survivor?
Listen. If I would listen, I'm telling y'all now. If I ever hit for that much money, I don't know what I'm gonna try. Never had the money to try before. I might try some. Look, lining up on this whole desk. Just to see what happens. Just to see what it feels like. Listen, I've never experienced it before. When you got money, you want to experience new things. You want to
I
travel.
don't want to experience that. I don't want to experience that.
You want to travel. Listen, when I grew up, they told me the people that was doing crack and all that stuff, they always wanted to see Scotty. I don't even know where Scotty is at.
Oh, no.
Y'all know good one. I ain't finna try no crack. On purpose.
On purpose.
Listen, I'm cracking a joke. Yeah.
Disclaimer.
No, you give me that much money, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
You know how much Hennessy I'm gonna buy?
That might be the one.
The youngest Cargo, he's 19 in Florida. The youngest one.
19.
19. Like, what are you gonna do at 19 with $2 million?
He should be going to basketball practice. That's what he should be doing.
Gee.
Yo, 19?
Yes.
You know how many PlayStation games he about to buy?
I'm about to buy a PlayStation.
He gonna get 10 friends and OD on PlayStation. That's what he about to do.
I thought you was about to go.
This is his first time playing
No,
the
I'm not. Listen, listen, I don't have any Lamar Odom jokes. I don't. I will not.
I'm chilling. I'm on
I
ice.
would have bought that ranch though.
He would have bought the ranch.
I would have bought that ranch. Like, listen, I just won $357 million. I need all these bunnies out. I need some new bunnies. The last black guy that was here didn't make it.
So you can have it one room. He just want one room in the house. Yeah, you can have it room.
Matter of fact, I'll build you a house.
I'll build you another one. You stay there.
Nah, I'm just saying. I don't listen. That's a lot of money. What would you do with that? With some of that? What would be the first thing? Like, no. Wait, see, wait. Time out. No.
Let's go.
That's not gonna work. Time out. First off, that deep breath you gave, you was about to give me a pageant. Exactly. I don't want that. Last time I watched the pageant, the wrong person won.
She's been waiting.
All right. My bad. I'm sorry, Steve.
Oh my God.
No, but you was about to give me a...
Y'all really going to get on these people today.
Nah, you was about to give me a pageant answer. I don't want the pageant answer. I need...
It's the truth. It's what I'm really
Caitlyn
gonna do. I just been waiting for a long time to say this. so I'm ready.
All right. Ready?
So,
set. What would you
if
do?
I win the lottery, the first thing that I'm
You're
going
blinking
to
too much.
do
It's not blinking.
is
You're blinking too much.
I am
You got
going
the camera.
to
Oh, the kid is not with the
pay
camera.
my tithes to my church first. Secondly, I'm going to sit down and have a meeting with my financial advisor.
I can do that.
I am going to
I'm a
draw up
firefighter.
everyone that I'm going to give money to. We're going to draw up all the legalities. We're going to have private meetings with each person, give them their money, set the disclaimer, don't ask me for nothing else.
Listen, I just got just because like just because. Wait, her first thing was if she win that money, that lotto, she paying tithes to the church. No,
Exactly.
I'm buying the church.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm buying the church.
You gonna buy the church?
Listen,
You gonna buy the church?
listen, Pastor, you work for me now.
What?
No.
I'm gonna need you to pay for everybody. Pray for everybody else.
Lord, for
I want.
somebody. But he know not what
I want.
you know what you do.
I want.
Yes.
Oh, I can get involved in stuff?
Absolutely. Listen, hold on. Before you even respond.
How you doing, baby?
Before you even respond.
It's not money.
Y'all thought we were playing games. T.S. Madison just walked in the building, and I want to know. Wait. Before we even go another further, as they say it, before we get into any other conversation, because I know me, you give me that much money, I'm buying some stuff.
You didn't even let me get to what I was gonna buy.
You took too long. You passing out money to the
That's not
church
a pageant
and
answer. You know,
everything else.
pageant answer is like 5 seconds. Let's go.
She got the case.
Oh, she got
I need
the
that light.
case.
I need that light. We taking selfies with lights on. I need that light.
We were just talking about that.
Last week, right?
Right.
We
Oh,
were.
Yeah.
The what is it? Lumi. Lumi. I love it. Let me see.
Are we recording?
No, it's just video.
Oh my God, this lighting is
trying to wave.
beautiful.
Ain't nobody.
All right, bring it in. Time out. Bring it in. Hold up. Wait.
She said, take a selfie. Don't
She
tell
said,
me to
take
take
a
a selfie.
Wait.
Look at that.
Wait a minute. We are live. Excuse me, people. Hey,
I know, right?
this is a live recording. I'm muting everybody, Mike. Can't nobody say nothing else. All right, listen. All right.
When I get money, I'm not a 6.
Girl, you better stop playing.
Oh, when you
She said when she get
so that's what you're doing with the lounge money. You going to buy a 6S?
It's 6S plus.
That's what you.
Plus.
Yes, plus.
Listen, I'm buying whoever made it. You gotta make me a new one.
You're buying Apple.
You gonna buy Apple?
But the Powerball money, that money.
They made no, but he gone. But the company's still there.
Yeah, Apple.
The company is still here. Somebody, he not doing it no more.
Steve is gone. Steve
No,
Jobs.
Steve.
Just buy some
Listen.
stuff.
He's Apple, right?
Just buy a couple
Oh,
Yeah.
I almost had a bad joke. I'm not gonna say that.
Don't
See,
do
you about to
it.
get in trouble. She trying to set me up.
It ain't me.
You trying to set me up just now. No, but I just think, listen, you said 19 years old. 19, how much did he win?
$2 million. He was
That
one
don't
of
make
them.
no sense.
The big one, the big Powerball winner was 28, 27. That's still young.
Yes, that's still young.
That's big.
Compared to the normal age, you usually see somebody that's about to die that win.
Right, older.
Like they got like 3 weeks
get
left.
to their grandkids.
Do those
and
young
stuff.
kids got money already?
Yeah.
If they didn't, they do now.
They do now. More money.
No, see the parent, as the parent, go to your room. Give me the ticket. Go to your room.
Right.
Don't you ask about no money. Go to your room.
Exactly. Give me that ticket.
Give you allowance. That's what you get. Man, listen. First off, thank you for coming to kick it with us.
Why, thank you. Y'all talking about Powerball money. I should have been here earlier. I was trying to get this money. What's up? Who got the number? Oh,
I was going to ask you if you had the numbers. You said you should have been here earlier. Like, as long as you was coming with the numbers. Look, we can split that up.
They won. Oh. I don't play. I don't gamble.
I don't do lotto.
I don't think it's worth it.
I'm addicted to the scratch off numbers at times.
I bind it up. Bind that scratch off demon up.
I tried.
You gotta bind it. You gotta pray over it. You gotta lay oil on this stuff. And please don't think that I don't believe in all that stuff.
No, not at all. You said pour the oil on it. For me, last time I spilled something on my scratch off, I was upset. It was a drink. I didn't
How much have you in total got from scratch off?
How much have I won?
Yeah.
I can't tell you. You might think I got some.
Well,
I spent all that.
No, well, how much have you won in total?
I don't know. I've been playing for years.
Or how much do you think that you've won in years?
I won more than I spent.
Oh my God.
Did that make sense? I did. No, I don't. Honestly, I don't know. Like,
So-
I used to steal my mama scratch offs when I was little. So for me, I don't know how much I actually won. Because it's some tickets now she's still looking for that she won. Can't find them. That was like 20 years ago.
But you didn't actually win. Your mama won.
No. She didn't scratch them. I scratched them. I won.
Now that one I knew. I knew that one.
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay.
just you.
So what do you want to ask me anything in particular?
I mean, just off top, before we get into the topic of the interview, just, you know, like, even with, I know we were talking earlier, what did it feel like when you got that stamp and I believe it was RuPaul that kind of endorsed or got behind what you were doing? Like, what was that like? 'Cause I know that had to be like unexpected.
Especially when you've been a child and you watch these people on television and you're like, oh my God, like, wow. And then all of a sudden you get a tweet and they're like, hey, I love you. You know, you're like, what, me? Who, me? And then after that, it's like, well, come on in, and, you know, and it's just history after that. Like, things come, you know, and that's why I'm unfiltered. And we had a conversation, actually, Thursday on my way home. And, you know, we have some things that I can't really talk about, you know, right now. But I got kind of discouraged, and then we were on the phone, and they were like, bitch, the reason why that we want you is because of who you are, you know. Madison, don't go back and try to clean up this and clean that up or filter your mouth, because then you won't, it's not the same.
It's not you.
It's not you, you know. So it's a wonderful thing when someone actually genuinely likes you for you.
Yeah, and appreciate what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
And what you do or say. 'Cause I don't, like, if you look around the room, I don't know why they all agreed to be a part of what I do. Because I don't think before I talk.
You just talk.
Yeah, I have.
Right.
What you go? Did you
Just
call me?
hell no.
Oh, I thought he called me a dumbass. I didn't know that. I was like, wait a minute, your mic's off, but it's not. It ain't plugged in. But no, I definitely get that, because, like I said, I met these two young ladies at an event, and
Hey, ladies.
we had a conversation, and they've been rocking with me ever since. So I don't know, but it's just something about the aura that you have that you present to people.
It's
that want them to
being your
be true to
genuine
yourself.
self. Like, I'm walking the room, and I mean, I ask, because I can be very, my presence can be very,
Oh, I watch your YouTube stuff.
yeah, over the top. My presence can be whoa. So I ask, like, you know, do you want me to chill? Because, you know, I'm going, or do you want me not to talk about something? That's right. Just like when we get on these topics that we're going to talk about, I'm going to be as candid as. Hell, listen, I make my own group mad at me sometimes for the stuff that I say. You know, my own group.
Your group.
See, but you're supposed to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you get your group mad at you,
Yeah.
you know you
Like
know,
they
you
asked,
doing all right.
like one thing in particular that they were mad at me the other week was because they asked me about Caitlyn Jenner being the Woman of the Year. I was like, can I
I'm damn sure he's gonna bring that up too.
please?
Didn't I say?
What can I not say? Can I not curse?
Listen, what time is it?
No, it's not time yet.
It's cursing time.
Okay.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
There is no way that I agree with that, and I'm trans myself. So I didn't agree with that. She. I'm sorry, Gio. I'm trying to get it right because I want to.
The facial expression, like, this is about to be like some serious.
I want to be respectful.
Is that something though in the transgender community that is considered disrespectful to reference he versus she? Or
It's common courtesy. Like, you know, I'm not walking down the street with a suit and tie on. That's not, you know. So I just don't. You shouldn't use those pronouns. You know, like just like Hope said yesterday in the room. That I did agree with her that we give more respect to a dog. Like if we're walking a dog, we don't know the dog's sex. You know, immediately we're gonna refer to the dog as he. But when we find out that it's a she, then we start saying, okay, she, instead of saying, okay, well, Madison, I look nothing like a he, nothing. So I'm not gonna walk in the room and be like, he cute, or he got a nice shirt on, he got a nice. That's disrespectful. If you have that conversation amongst yourself, I can't change the the conversation that you guys have amongst yourself. That's y'all. But in my presence, that it's respectful for you to do that. You know, that's just the way I feel. Now about this Caitlyn.
Yeah, speak on that. Speak on that, because I want to know. It got short.
Did anybody else notice like
That finger
the,
went up, that finger didn't even go all the way to the side.
I personally feel like that it was kind of disrespectful to all of the women that have been have been women all their lives. You know, like she was a 24-hour broad to me, and I'm not hating on Caitlyn because Caitlyn she was a necessity for my community. She was a necessity for it to actually bring a larger scale of awareness. So I'm with that, but busting her in and telling her, you know, because when you say Woman of the Year, we're talking about 365 days.
Right.
Okay.
and that was my thing. I was like, how did she get Woman of the Year? She only been.
Bitch, you been a chick 24 hours.
Like,
you just was you
what
a
was
chick
it, 3 months?
yesterday to me. Listen, I'm 38 years old. I've been in transition since I was 16, 17. I don't know her.
Yeah.
I don't care what you have in your mind, but your mind tells you I'm a chick. But if you ain't displayed this on the outside, nigga, you's the dude to me. And 24 hours ago, you were
Gold medal winner.
With children.
I don't want that. Should I stop or no?
You're a reality star.
Easy.
Should I stop?
Keep going.
Well, you said
Because
that
I didn't agree with it, you know, and then I just stated that.
And I know for me, I had posted something when it first came out that she did win that award. I had posted something. Who found it disrespectful or something? And shout out to Jay and Faces, who is an incredible makeup artist. When he found out you were coming on the show, he inboxed me, texted me, and he called. Like, yo, I love her. I'm gonna try to call in. Okay, cool. Call in. I know he's not listening because he had to work, but he said he's gonna sneak off at some point after 6:15 and try to call. But he was like, he said it would just his family. Like there's a few that transition, and they were upset.
Yeah.
For pretty much the same thing. That you said, like, where'd you come from? Like
girl, like you can't just walk in the door and just push everybody in the back because you're a Kardashian.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's because of the celebrity
You're a
and the
Kardashian.
fame.
That's what it
You
is.
can't just walk in and just push it. I was more so upset about that. And that you're 24 hours. That's disrespectful to me. That's disrespectful to you. That's disrespectful. You know, that's disrespectful. I would have felt some kind of way if I was Laverne. Because a whole year of Laverne Cox was all year.
Yes.
All of a sudden, the Kardashian Jenner popped up, and boom, there's a disappearance of all that. And I'm sitting there like, Woman of the Year, girl, I just saw you yesterday with a brush cut. Oh.
Can I ask this question?
Jill, what? I'm just.
Is it okay? Can I
Yeah.
ask this question?
Yeah, I'm all right with controversy.
Some of the things that you went through was my issue. You went through a whole slew of shit. As a transitioning woman who is now a woman.
Right.
So for her to come in, or whatever we,
Yes, her.
you know,
Yes,
her,
her.
and just completely take over the scene,
Overshadow.
and be represented. She didn't have to go through the same things that you went through.
Right.
Because you talk about your history in depthly.
Well, listen, let me explain something to you. I want women to understand from my perspective of it. I'm a trans woman, okay? I'm not genetically born a woman. I'm a trans woman. I'm not upset with you because you are a woman. I'm not angry with you because you can bear children. I'm not upset with you because you have a menstrual cycle. I'm not any of these things. I actually respect and honor the whole essence of being a woman.
And see, that's why I love you, because you have an honor for women.
Yes.
Like some other ones.
Yeah, I mean, but see, this is the thing that I have. Some women have had experiences with trans people, and it's put a sour taste in their mouth. And you can't judge everybody based on that experience that you've had.
And that's why I don't.
You can't. And so, you know, there are trans women that I can't bump it with.
Oh, baby, they hate on you so hard.
What is you talking? You know, because
they hate on you hard.
They do, because I don't have the same eyes that they have, especially the younger ones. Like, girl, I've been doing this before you walked in the door. Right. So, you know, there are things that's not upsetting to me that's upsetting to you. I respect everyone. See, now let me say that. I respect everyone. I respect everyone's the stuff that bothers people. I respect that. Right. Like, if you don't want to be called something, I'm gonna respect it. Right. I'm gonna scale back, because as a human being, I have to respect you as a human being. Right. And if it offends you, I'm gonna have to say, okay, well, Madison, you know, reevaluate that, and then just be respectful. Now I can go home in the comfort of my home and say what you want to say. What I want to say. You know, in the chateau, correct. You A or B, you down with the cause or you're not. You on board or you're not. I run into cute guys, broke guys, guys with money. I don't have time to be sitting up here saying.
There's something with what you just said that bothers me.
What is it?
I want to know why is it. No, I just want to know why is it when a lot of y'all women folk talk about a cute guy, broke always come next. Is all cute and broke
most of the time.
I mean, that's sometimes all
they may have a good, you know.
You might find this nice looking man,
and
find out he ain't got nothing in his pocket.
Yeah, all he got is in his pants.
And if he's really cute and he got money, his joystick.
Or sometimes he's really cute, he has money, he know how to put it down,
but
he's not trying to
do anything.
Who's playing PlayStation? Somebody said something about a joystick. I was lost. I don't know what's happening.
She was trying to be politically correct.
Okay.
Yeah, but to end that off, I did find it disrespectful. It was for me. You know, if they eat me up after this, whatever. I did find it disrespectful because, you know, disrespectful to you, to me, you know, everybody. I found it disrespectful, you know. 2 years from now, I would have saw her receiving the Trans Woman of the Year award.
Right.
You know, I saw that. You know, and I don't want trans people that are listening to this to think that I feel inferior or not equivalent to a woman. But let's keep it real. I mean, I was not genetically born a woman.
So tell me this, when, because you said you started your transition when you were like 16 or 17. So at what age did you feel like you just were not a boy? You just knew that wasn't who you were supposed to be?
Oh, wait a minute. I think do we go to she done spit the gum out. Wait, she done spit the gum out. Wait a minute. It's about to go down.
Okay. My transition story may not be the token transition story for everyone. My transition story was based on, I started out not knowing anything about myself. In your teenage years, you try to discover who you are, you discover whatever. I was a horny boy, okay? So in the beginning, my transition was sexually based. I had a sexually based transition. When I knew I wanted men. I knew my attraction was men, but my attraction was not homosexual or gay identified men. I like men that like women, okay? So, yes, in the beginning, my mind frame was sexually based. My transition was sexually based. As me, everybody transitions, everyone. Whether it's transition of the mind, transition of the weight, everyone transitions. Throughout the course of my transition, I understood that I did it backwards. I always was a woman to myself, but I should have embraced that first instead of embracing my sexual side.
That was age though.
Yeah, I was horny.
Yeah, right. Hormones.
I saw my girlfriends talking to them dudes. I said, oh, you cute girl. You know. And I had a few of them tell me on the side, I wouldn't fuck you, but you ain't got no titties. Yeah. When I was 16, and my girlfriend was, I always hung with girls that got money. My girlfriend was getting that money, and you know they were telling it, you know, I wouldn't fuck you, but you ain't got no titties. I said, oh, I need to get some of these. You know, or it was, I mean,
Right.
I'm just keeping it real. You know, people don't like me because I say stuff like that, and they say I'm the stereotype. I'm the stereotypical trans girl. I'm the girl that puts it out there so that we can be. I objectify the whole art of trans. I'm like, girl, I keep it real. When I was in the beginning stages, I knew I wanted men, but I wanted a certain type of man.
Right.
You know. Now I don't have sex like I used to. I don't even think about sex like I did before. I know I'm a broad. I know this, you know. But in the beginning, I was hard and horny. So my transition started like that. As I evolved more into it, you know, I learned that, oh my God, this might be really difficult because, you know, I'm not having sex 24 hours a day. There's more to woman than sex. You know, the admiration I have for my mother, the admiration I have for my girlfriends, you know. And then some people say, oh, well, you know, there was the absence of a father figure in the home. Yeah, my father was not there in the home. He was not. However, my grandfather was there. You know, I was taught how to work, how to provide. I was taught the things that men are taught or are supposed to be taught, you know, by my people. We got a connection. Okay, I was taught that, you know.
So did you get support from other people in your family outside of your mom? And
when you
well, my mom was not supportive in the beginning. No.
Oh, in the beginning she was
Baby,
not
my mom
supportive.
is saved.
Right.
I'm telling you, I was raised in the church. It was eat, sleep, church.
Your dad either though, right? Because I saw a recent video that
With
you
me and
posted.
my dad
you was giving him
I
hell.
always giving him. I can't stay.
But you are, and I'm like, that's so disrespectful.
Yeah, he's I girl. He's a lady. But you know,
I think that's just in general though, the dad situation, which is not a good thing. I don't care what you do.
I mean, but when you love your child.
Yeah, but I mean, my relationship with my mom was very rocky because I'm the oldest. I was the first male she had, and she had two other ones, and then, you know, it's just like to transition so early. Like I never really lived a boy's life. I don't know what that is. I stopped buying sneakers. Boy sneakers is 16 years old. That was it for me. You know what I'm saying? And then I was working and living as me.
Right.
And my mom was not. My mom was not with that stuff. Like, you know, come on, that challenges your faith.
Right.
That challenges your faith. It makes a woman of God say, what did I do wrong? How did I fail, God? You know, God, I was blessed with 3 sons. Now my son is my daughter. So God, what did I do wrong? And I had to go back and tell my mom later on, Mama, listen, there was nothing that you did. This is just who I am. There was nothing that you've done. My brothers aren't gay. My brothers have no.
But they love you.
They love me, and they have no desire to even transition. But I had to talk to my mom and say, Mommy, you did exactly what you were supposed to do as a woman of God and as a good mother. You were mother, you were father, you were these things. But you can't shield and hide your children from things that who they are.
I think a lot of parents do that, regardless of if it's someone transitioning, if it's someone in and out of jail, if someone that don't listen in school. Like a lot of parents take, and I know with my kids, I know what I taught you, but you have to take it and apply it. You get what I'm saying? So I think a lot of parents do.
They do, but the hardest thing I think that a parent, and this is me being coming from a real place, the hardest thing that I think a parent would have to deal with is a child whose gender identity is different than you know, and they're different. That's hard. Like, how could you as a male, as an alpha male, have a son, and your son
Turns into your daughter.
Yeah, but it's keeping this stuff inside of him because he doesn't want to hurt his father. 2, you don't know where to go. You don't know when you're dealing with this stuff on the inside. You have no idea who to communicate with about that. Especially with me being the oldest, who's I going to talk to? How am I going to go to church and tell somebody, girl?
I'm surprised you ain't alcoholic.
What advice would you give another young person that may have been in your same situation? Like you said, you don't know who to turn to, you don't have people to talk to. And in the society we live in now, though, I guess the good thing about it is there are other resources as versus, you know, back in the day when it was really
taboo.
You know.
I think, even no matter how difficult it might sound, I think that the person or the people that you need to really try to, not to convince, but to talk to that about is your parents or in your home. Because them streets gonna tear your behind up when you get out there. You're gonna get thrown into all types of stuff. Yeah,
you can say it.
That's right. Okay. Them streets gonna tear your ass up. When you get out there, you're gonna be introduced to try to actually survive. Because you get to a point where it's like, okay, now I'm this. Nobody don't want to give me no job. You know, they don't see past who I am, displaying one on the inside, on the outside. So how do I take care of myself?
How do you survive?
How do I survive? My mama don't want me no more. My daddy don't want me. They don't want me in the house. Where I'm gonna live? The streets gonna take you in, and you're gonna learn that crash course from the streets, from those people that act from the old school, or people that are just learning how, or y'all gonna learn this stuff together. You know, instead of parents taking it up. I'm not saying go against or compromise your faith or challenge what you believe in. You have to remember these are your children, this is your child, and you don't want them to be eaten up and destroyed by the streets. You don't want that to happen. Well, I could have been out there slanging coochie dope and everything. At the same time, I could have been doing these things or whatever. You know, I got tied up into all types of stuff. You leave your children open to sexually transmitted diseases. You leave them open to that stupid or crazy homophobe out there that wants to murder your child. And then you have, their blood is on your hands. When you have the opportunity to embrace and say, well, you know what, you might be different, or you might be going, you can't know what is going on the inside of an individual who's struggling with who they are on the inside. You can't know.
Right.
You can't. You cannot know. It's horrible. I'm glad that my mother and my relationship is a great situation now, because it was not before. It was not.
So you had to go out and kind of learn
I did.
trial and error because
I had to.
And so your best advice would be to get that family support work.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think that's I don't care what it is. That's the biggest thing for you to not only be transparent with what you're feeling, but just to have that support period. In everything.
It wasn't earned. It wasn't given to me. I earned that.
Yeah.
I had to earn that, you know, and I had to reassure my mother that, Mom, none of the teachings that you instilled in me from about God and about my faith in God is not shaken. Now I have questions if you say things to me, Lord, in the book about, you know, the number of hairs that were on my head and you know all the things and you knew what I was going to be in the womb, then why? Because there are times that I sit back and I say, you know, because of my upbringing, and I'm sorry to trans groups and trans whatever, but I was raised a certain way, and my upbringing still has me questioning at times, like, well, why? Because I didn't choose.
Your spirit feels like my sister girlfriend. It doesn't feel like my homeboy.
Right.
You feel like we identify more with things innately, what they think a biological woman would do.
Right, that's correct.
So when I'm looking, watching, listening, even listening to you now, I'm like, okay, girl.
But I don't beat around the bush when people ask me things like, because I don't want to be politically correct.
Right.
Girl, I was raised in the church. There was a certain upbringing that I had. So I stayed back. Like, I struggled at a point in life where I wanted to have a sex change. But I felt like God was going to take me out of here if I went and got a sex change. I struggled with that. I did. Well, because I wanted to be true to who I am, but I also wanted to have that honor that was placed in me, instilled in me from my mother for God, and I was like, okay, God, okay, I'm going to stay away from that. And then I get people attack me all the time. Well, you got titties, and you went and got all that ass and titties and all that stuff. You delusional, you this. I just tune that stuff out. Because you don't know unless you're walking in my shoes, you don't know what's going on inside of me.
So at what because I know social media has been crazy for you, like as of late. Like, at what point was you like, oh shit, these is paying attention?
Well, I knew that because my past is I have an adult entertainment past. So that's why.
No, I didn't see it, but I heard it. Listen, when I tell you my team is dope, my team was like, listen, I got you.
Yeah,
I got it.
I have an adult.
She won't tell no lie.
I know. That's why when
that's why I said it's something in the water in Florida.
No, when I said my Pornhub account and she was like, "Yo, we got one of those too." I was like, "Okay." I already knew what it was.
She ain't playing.
So.
We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna finish chopping it up with TS Madison. Listen, if y'all want to call in and you got questions or whatever the case is, I'm gonna give you 2 numbers. I ain't gonna give you 1, I'm gonna give you 2. If I don't answer one, I might answer the other one. It depends.
Fix my wig.
All right, 678-688-4269 or 678-609-8784. This is your boy Saga Boss.
It's your girl Nikki D.
It's your girl Kimmy Nicole.
And of course, behind the music, the man behind the music, DJ Machiavelli. This is the DTTO, the award-winning D.T.T.O show. IVNextRadio.com.
I want to congratulate the movie Ride Along 2. If y'all haven't seen it yet, that's Nick. First of all, Kevin Hart is Nikki. Nikki D is like, she's a big fan, Kevin Hart. But they are #1 in the box office, and they beat Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So congratulations to Kevin Hart and Ice Cube for that. And I plan on going to see DJ
Black Power. Wait a minute.
Black Power.
So I'm telling Kevin Hart, you call him black. Oh, black.
So I don't know if y'all been following Saga. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but Meek Mill's, he wanted to reignite this fire, this view. Like, let's talk about that a little bit. Shots fired, Meek Mill, but are they really shots fired? Let me wait. I got some lyrics here from one of the diss songs. It says, Jumpman, Jumpman, Jumpman. Ain't nobody telling them this ain't what they want, man. You ain't really write it. I'm like, who's your stunt man? Meek Mills. That's what he dissed Drake about. What y'all got to say? DJ, I want to know what you got to say.
Meek Mill. I heard is my mic on? Y'all hear me?
Turn up his mic.
I heard the mixtape earlier, Dream Chasers. I don't know if it was the whole tape, Dream Chasers 4 or not. Meek, you just let it go, bro. You didn't take like a year off.
Wait, hold up. I think he did take a year off. Wait, watch my face though. Watch my face. I think he did take a year off.
My face been confused the whole time.
Hey, listen, I'll tell y'all like this. See the hat that came down? That's that.
You gotta get ready.
That's that bullshit right there. That's that. Me, sir. Like, this is what I don't get. 50 Cent made a career off of ending careers. Why would you throw shots at 50?
Because he wants to end his career.
You need attention. That's what you need. Apparently, Nicki Minaj is not paying enough attention to him. Because he keeps throwing these temper tantrums. Nicki,
what is shot
at?
Game. What is shoot?
Yeah. This is what I feel about his shot at Drake and 50.
Again.
Ever.
Wait, but the look on your face, you were so sincere and serious right now.
Because I feel bad for him. He started beef with Future,
He tried.
Drake,
He
and
tried.
50 Cent.
He tried.
Now, mind you, I don't know if y'all keep up with mixtape sites, but Meek Mill dropped his mixtape yesterday. Future dropped his mixtape like a couple hours later and crashed every mixtape site.
Wow.
Come on, Future.
Yes.
Wow.
He like crashed every site. So people like completely forgot about Meek Mill.
Who?
Wow.
Exactly. Exactly.
Maybe some shade. Stick in here. Stick shade up in here.
Nah, I wasn't shade. Somebody turn the lights out.
Why the shade? Why
Turn the lights out. Turn the lights out.
So me. No flame reignited for you, me. I'm sorry. According to everybody in here and the whole
Allegedly.
But some juicier news. Columbus Short wife Kareem Stephanie,
AKA Superhead.
That.
Hey, look at my face.
Wait a minute. Wait. I gotta say about this. Listen, you can turn a hoe into a housewife when need be. You can turn a hoe into a housewife when need, because I am a reestablished hoe. I used to be a pride eye. And I'm ready for love.
Prime time. You heard
Prime time.
I wasn't ready.
So yes, y'all, that's the juice that I have for y'all in my corner. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and you know what
Columbus Short, you could have married me. You get what I'm saying?
Hello.
I would have cooked you sausages every morning.
Hello.
Hold up. All right. Me. I'm just saying. All right, real quick. We do have a caller on the line for you.
Okay.
Oh, there's callers?
There's a caller.
There's callers.
Hello?
You got the DTTO show caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Crystal. I'm calling the way from Jamaica.
Wow. Jamaica.
What's a guan, Quisson? What's a guan?
My president said, what one, Jamaica?
What's up, baby?
TS Madison, I love you, girl.
I love you too, baby. Listen, I love you too. Where's Rosie? Where's Rosie? You know everything them flood out for the baby. Everything them a flood out. Yeah.
Bilingual was not in the bio.
Oh my God.
Port Jamaica in the host, girl.
Oh my God, yes, port stop.
Make sure I download the magic job. I downloaded the magic job just to talk to you, girl. Because you know this is the international number. I download the magic job and I said, what? TS Madison is online. I have to talk to her. Excuse you.
Come on, Jamaica. Oh my God. Listen, contrary to popular belief, me love everybody, honey. I love Jamaica. I want to come on down to the Ochos Rios, girl.
Ocho Rios is the bomb. You should come down here, my darling.
Yeah, Gio.
Wait, time out. Why wasn't I invited?
Gio, let's go to Ocho Rios.
I like number 8s and Doritos.
Yeah, we're going to go to Ocho. Listen, we're going to go down there to Ocho. I'm trying to keep this wig right here. She gets slime. We're going to come on down there to Ochos Rios. And have us.
Ocho is number 8. She said number 8 in Doritos. I want to go.
I want me
Ocho's Rios.
I want me some
number 8
original
Doritos.
Yeah, I love her. Listen, I want some original oxtails.
No, we're not about to take an order because I'm hungry.
Straight up.
Unless she bringing that shit here.
Right now.
We're not taking no order.
Right, because I'm starving.
You text her your menu. Like,
oh my goodness.
I love you so much.
I love you too, baby. Thank you so much for calling in from Jamaica. That was so. You too, baby. Yeah.
Is it on?
Okay, is it on?
It's on, baby.
Bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
The funniest thing about that, when I answered the phone, right, I tried to whisper, turn my mic off. Hey, you got the DTTO show. She was like, oh my God, it's TS Madison there. I didn't answer that first because I was focused on what we were saying. I was like, yeah, give me like 2 seconds. I'll put you on the air.
Shouts out to Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Jamaica. Wait, do it. Yeah.
More fire.
Yeah.
I'm not doing nothing with you, no. I'm not messing with you, no.
I got a big old mouth.
Wait, time out. Wait a minute. So you got what?
I said I have a big old mouth. So I can always say it. Every
You work at the zoo?
No.
I'm just playing.
No, Saga. She don't work at the zoo. She lets you know, honey, that she got a big monkey that likes bananas.
No, this monkey don't like bananas, unfortunately.
Oh, wait a minute. Tay.
Oh.
Tay.
Maddie.
What's up, baby?
You remember that video you did? You were serious.
Oh my God.
Trust me, honey. I follow you closely. I follow you very closely. I love you. You are such an inspiration to my life because for a very long time, I wanted to change who I was to please other people.
No, you can't do
and
that.
Watching your journey and Mama Mary just cracks me up. Mama Mary be trying to book you all the way in.
Baby, she be wearing me out. She down there right now, down there. The people tell her they love her. I'm telling her to go in there and cook something.
We love you, Mama Mary.
Yes.
Somebody said cook. Somebody said spend up on.
And now that I have you on the phone, Mary, I'm gonna tell you, don't you be doing Mama Mary in about that Transgender steak, girl. And you know it tastes good.
Actually, we threw the rest of it away. It was good. I'm not gonna front. Miss Mary, I know you watching, Mama. Your tres leches, I'm on the air in front of thousands of people right now. Mama, your tres leches cake was good, but we are not Cuban, okay? We are not Cuban, Mama, so don't make me that no more.
Miss Mary, she told me to throw it out. She told me to throw it out, Miss Mary.
Don't cook that, G. Okay, we can Mama go.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to tell
Thank you, Texas. Thank you, baby.
You still there, calling?
And the business, I ain't sucking no dick, so I went and started a business.
She better say that.
I'm doing the dick, so I went on and started a business.
You done told Saga up over there.
I
love you, man.
I love you too, baby. That's all right. When I
know there's so many people trying to reach you, I am seriously one of your closest followers. And one of the craziest things that I want to share with you is that my mother introduced me to you online.
Come on, Mama, for knowing her business.
This is PUP. And you tuning into D.T.T.O, determined to take over. The only station that's gonna free your mind, body, and soul.